The continuation of the digital forensic life cycle. What the phases of the computer forensics are? Digital forensics. There are 7 phases are there. First one is the identification, search and seizure, preservation, examination, analysis, report, and testifying. Now we are discussing about the first one, preparing for the evidences and identifying the evidences. Okay, preparing for the evidences and identifying the evidences. Okay, in order to process evidences must identify the whatever the data will be lost. Okay, initially we must identify the what are the data will be lost. Okay, it can provide the enormous amount of potential evidences for the legal matters. Okay, in which every sequence of events with a single computer, within the computer we must cause interactions with the files and file systems in which they reside other process, and the programs they are executing and the files they produce, and manage the log files and audit trails of various sorts. We are performing the different tools for retrieving the pieces data like files, file systems, and other process of programs executing the files and managing the log files. Okay, these are various sort of techniques are there for the identification of the data. Okay, evidences of an activity that cause digital forensic evidences to come into timestamp associated with the different programs in different computers. In a different computer, the techniques are vary from the one case to another case, because we are using the different types of operating systems. That data recovery techniques are also changed. The cost of the data will be changed. Okay, next one, collecting and recording digital evidences. Collecting and recording digital evidences. Digital evidences are collecting for many sources like PCs, pen drives, cameras, pen cameras, CD drives, tape recorders, or whatever personal digital assistants. Okay, like digital evidences are also there, like file digital thermometers are non-obvious sources of including the digital thermometers, black boxes inside automobiles, RFID tags, and web pages are digital things, not physical things. Okay, physical things are also providing here, and digital things are also including in that cases. Okay, embedded flash memories. Here the main important thing is embedded flash memories falls under the family of solid state non-volatile memory. Embedded flash memory falls under the family of solid state non-volatile memories. One thing we have to remember, ram is a temporary memory. When the system is switched off automatically, the ram data must be erased. Okay. Next one, ROMs. Here different types of USBs and SD cards, game consoles, or different things are including here. Those are helpful for the recognizing the recording the digital evidences. Okay, next one, storing and transporting the digital evidences. Storing and transporting the digital evidence. What is the storing? Data must be stored on some databases or pen drives or whatever it may be, when the data will be transported from the one place to the another place. Okay, next, first one we have to remember, image computer media using a write blocking tool to ensure that no data is added to the suspect devices. Okay, If in case you have to find any suspect devices, don't store the data onto the suspected devices, because the data thefting will be performed. Unauthorized access will be performed on that data. The data confidentiality we can't achieve. Second one, establish and maintain the chain of custody. What is chain of custody? The continuation of the all the phases of the digital forensic life cycle. Because in case the data will be theft, automatically the case will be changed. Okay. Next one, document everything that has been done, because documentation also helpful for this sometimes when the data transmitting to the digital devices on the by roads or networks, data must be stored. Okay, only use tools and methods that have been tested and evaluated to validate their accuracy and reliability. Okay, here in this diagrams you have to see in the figure A diagram, read only memory, ROM chips, and programmable read only memories on the second diagram. Next one, programmable read only. Okay, erasable programmable read only memory and programmable read only memories, electrify programmable read only memory, or all those things are represented here. Next one, analysis. Okay, analysis or interpretation and attribution. Okay, analysis means data, whatever data will be identified by different devices, those data, whatever data will be stored, okay, that data will be analysis. Then interpretations and attribution of evidences are the most difficult for encountered the most forensic analysis. Digital forensics arena, the useful only a finite number of possible events in sequence that could not produce the evidences. For example, media analysis, media management analysis, file system analysis, application analysis, network analysis, OS analysis, executable analysis, image analysis. These are the common digital analysis types. Okay, these are the analysis types. In this analysis, there are different types of techniques will be used. In this analysis, we are finding different malicious codes for the data leakages. Okay, most of the hackers follows these type of things. Okay, media leakages, media data leakages is also one type of hacking. Okay, these are the analysis we are done. Next one, report. Next one, report. Report means after analysis of data, whatever you are identifying, the final evidence, okay, the final evidence will be constructed. When the final evidence will be constructed, we must follow some rules and regulations. How the report will be formed? Report will be generated. First one, identify the reporting agency. Which agency will be reported for the digital evidences? Case identifier or submission number, case investigator, identify of the submitter, date of receipt, date of report, descriptive list of items submitted for the examinations including serial numbers, make, a model. Okay, identify and the signature of the examiner who tested those things in the digital devices. Brief description of steps taken during the examination, such as string searches, graphical image searches, and recovering erased files. How many recovery erased files? All those things will be constructed. And last and final one is the results or conclusions that will be submitted to the court. Next, last one, testifying. Before submitting the legal perspectives, once we are cross-examining the data. Okay, because if any issues will be occurred, expert witnesses that may be harmful to the other persons also. Okay, that's why we are testing one, two or more times for cross examinations and of your expert witnesses. Okay, those are the experts will guide you what are the legal frameworks which the cyber crimes are registered. Okay, that is the concept in digital forensic life cycle.